Hello, coding students. We are currently in our if-then structure lesson. This is our third example. In this example, I threw some things out there that we've never seen before. We're going to go ahead and run this program and kind of dive in and see what some of these new commands in here and what they're doing and learn a little bit about that and talk about if-then structures. So let's just go look at our code. Here I see the 5 clear screen, a rem statement. Line 10 is new. I've never seen a locate before. 20, I know what an input does. There's that locate again in 25, another input, and 40 is new. I've never seen that before. And then, of course, our go-tos. This is looping back up to line 10. So you can see that this is going to be an infinite loop. There's no if structure to get me out of the loop. So I'm going to fix that up right now. How about we put a -1 to quit this? So in our coordinate x equals, let's maybe write, maybe I should put that. I'll put that right after the x. Let's put a parenthesis, -1 to quit. And that should be right there. And then I'll put a line of 24. If x equals -1, then we're just going to end the program. Okay, there's some other issues with this, but let's go ahead and run it and get a feel for the program. So when I hit F5 to run the program, I see that my prompt is not at the typical top left-hand corner. It's now at a different location. Okay, I'll just throw some numbers here. Say 50 and 55. And then when it continues to run, it has an illegal function call, and that's at line 40. Line 40 is new. It's a line command, and this first parenthesis is plotting a point, our initial point, through another point, our terminal point. It's actually going to create a line. It's a graphic command, and back in Unit 1 we talked about graphics, and if I want to have graphic commands, I got to be in a graphic screen. So I'm going to put screen 9 at the very top. Now notice in line 40 that this is highlighted. Our interpreter for QBasic has stopped right here. Anything that I edit above, it's not going to recognize. So I had to restart the program. So now I'm back at the top, and I'll just hit F5 to run the program. I'll put that 50 and 55 in, and there's that line that it's going to draw. Okay, so you just kind of play around a little bit. 300, 200. I don't see where that ended up. Oh, it's right on our inputs there. So if I put in 400, and maybe I'll go up a little bit, 150. Oh, there it is. And then I'll put a -1 in to terminate this program. Okay, so going down the line here, line 5 is a clear screen, line 10. Okay, so here, this is a locate 1525. This is the reason why our input is not at the very top left part of our screen. 15 is a row and 25 is a column. Students do get confused and they think this is a pixel setting where it's at pixel 15 and pixel 25. That's not the case. This is row 15, meaning here's screen 9, that's row 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it goes down to row 15 down here somewhere, and column 25 would be somewhere over here. So that's a R, C, row column. And it's going to place a cursor and then at that location, and then it's going to print this input expecting a value from the user. I'll tell you what, so there are some flaws with this if I run the program. If I put in -20 and -100, you're not going to see the line. So we should dummy proof this. We should make sure the user puts in some positive numbers. And I'm going to put that right here, line 26. If x is less than 0, then we're going to print error. And I'll keep it like that for now, and I want you to see what happens. Actually, I'm going to do it for my y as well. I'm going to go down here. I'll put in here 34. If y is less than 0, then print error or invalid or whatever you want to say to the user. So let me run it, and let's put a -3. Okay, so there's error, and then a -2, but it doesn't really correct anything. So I really should correct it, and my error is down on the left side of the screen. So let me jump out of this program And let's have them re-ask the question. So error, I should have a go to, and I'm gonna go to, let's see, go to 20 for that X, and this Y I'm gonna go to, where's that go to? That's gonna go to 30. Okay, let's give it a go and run it, and I put -2. Well, now my locates are all messed up. I'm asking for X again, but it's on a different row and a different column. So let's jump out of here. Let's fix that. Instead of going to 20 for my X, I really should go to the locate. So that should be go to 10. And my Y's, it's going to be going to 25. Okay, that's going to make a little bit more sense. If I run it, there's the error, but my coordinate X is going to be on that same location. I don't like how the error is showing up over there, so I'm going to doctor this up here a little bit. Let's go into the right before the print error, and let's locate it. Let's locate it at row 15, and let's see, I have column 25. So right here, that space is 25, C is 26, 27, 28, 29, and I could count all these if I want to. I'm just going to give it a guess at 60. And I'll do the same thing down here. Let's see, this is going to be a locate 16, and I'll just throw 60 in there as well. Run the program. If I put -2 in there, there is error, and then I can go put 55 or 50, and then I'll put a -2, and that says error as well, and then 55, and then you draw your line. However, the issue is the error is still there. So let's do some new things that I haven't shown you guys before. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna, after this error, I'm going to insert another colon. I'm going to do a sleep. I'll put a sleep, and it's going to pause for a second. And then I'm also going to do another locate. I'm going to repeat the 1560 and then print. And this time I'm going to put like 1, 2, 3, or actually I shouldn't say 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say space is going to be ERROR. I'm just going to actually kind of type right over. Let me show you this. You can see it. I'm going to type over that error. I'm just going to put spaces there. So let's run it. If I put in a -3, it says error. That sleep function just kind of pauses it for a second, and then I'm putting spaces over the ERROR. So now that this will work, and I'm going to do the same thing for my Y's. Let me put a 30 in here. I'll quit this program. Okay, so some interesting things happen in this program. Not only did we dummy proof it, we got our if structures in here. We learned some new graphical commands, line. Locate is not a graphic command. This is just you can put this in your default screen. This is a cursor location, and that's pretty handy. Very handy tool for just displaying error. You could put color here too. Maybe I should show you that. We put color 4 to make this very vibrant. It shows up error. And maybe I should, if I'm going to go to line 10, I should change the color back to a white color, or maybe I should just, I'll just go ahead and run it and show you. So if I put in a -3, there you go. It says error, and I'm back to the original color white. So a lot of different things that you can do here and be creative. Okay, that's going to conclude this video. You guys can continue working in this unit. If-then structures with numeric. There's a worksheet and a couple of labs associated with that worksheet. If you have any questions, please give me a holler, shoot me an email.